right, welcome back. We're taking a look at some of the biggest names in sports who have a major influence in the auto industry. From pro athletes like David Beckham and Floyd Mayweather, who are buying up the world's rarest cars, to top drivers in the global racing circuit. They're all making an impact on the way that we drive. Joining me now is The Drive editor, Mike Guy, is here. All right, Mike, so this immediately took me by surprise. David Beckham, number 10 on the list. Why is he having such a big influence on the auto industry?
David's got he's got great taste in cars to begin with.
Well, it's easy to do when you have a lot of money.
No, actually, it's, we get to Floyd Mayweather later.
Actually not. There's a lot of losers with really bad taste in cars that have a lot of money.
Yeah, that's the thing. David, since he retired, and maybe even before he retired, he's become kind of a classy guy. And his selection of cars really reflects that. And a couple of years ago, he bought a Jeep Wrangler, which is a pretty basic car.
Yeah.
He bought a Jeep Wrangler Limited and kitted it out, and sales of the Wrangler.
Oh, you also put Victoria Beckham in the passenger seat, and it looks a lot better too, right?
Yeah, but you know what? Car people don't care who's in the passenger seat.
Okay.
They really don't.
And Dagan says that because she is our local car expert. She knows all things cars. Some of the other surprises in here were Floyd Mayweather. What is he doing for the industry?
Floyd is the expert in ostentatious buying. I mean, he bought a $20 million Bugatti Veyron, and it wasn't expensive enough for him. He told his manager he wanted a $30 million Veyron. He has
a Bugatti's like a gazillion dollar car, right? I mean,
yeah,
it's $1 million. It's
$1.5 million.
You can buy one.
Yeah, and he went for the classic purchase.
Well, so this is no shocker, Brian France, the CEO and chairman of NASCAR, but that's what I expected on this list. But also we've got Lewis Hamilton, number 1. He's the Formula One race car driver, 31 years old. What is he doing to the industry?
Globally, Lewis Hamilton is the leader. I mean, he's the best known race car driver in the world, the best Formula One driver. He's a 3-time champion. He's won 43 races, and he's Mercedes' top face.
Jared, get in here.
When we look at athletes and the effect that they have, little kids want to emulate the stars.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, it looks like a lot of players also want to emulate, and you can see where the effect comes in. Like the New York Mets' Yoenis Cespedes showed up to spring training this year. Every day he had another tripped-out vehicle. Yeah. I understand his favorite car, the Lamborghini, he recently just sold. So it's almost like you want to own it just for a little bit, get the flash, and then maybe get rid of it.
Well, Cespedes sold that because it didn't work on New York City streets. It was too low, and there was too much damage being done to the car. It's almost an infrastructure.
You can't pull it into a parking garage.
Yeah, he had an Aventador. And,
so Yoenis Cespedes, he's got a $75 million contract. So I go back to you got the money, you can buy the cars. But he just sold his favorite toy, a Lamborghini, Aventador, with a flame-spitting exhaust. Dagan, this sounds like something you know a lot about.
It sounds like Miami. You know, if you were playing for the Marlins, maybe you could get away with it. But I love that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is on the list. Yeah. Also, Gene Haas, who started
he's
Haas
a fascinating guy. I mean,
with Tony Stewart. Right.
He started a NASCAR team, and now he's in Formula One, which is, it's a $400–500 million investment in racing.
And what about Alex Vega in Miami, who basically fixes up these cars for everybody?
Well, he's one of the dark horses on this list. People don't know him, but if you're a professional athlete with a multi-million-dollar contract, you go to Alex Vega.
Who did your car? I want him to do my car.
He's kitted out hundreds.
Wow, nobody mentioned number 8 on the list, C.J. Wilson, pitcher for the Los Angeles Angels and owner of C.J. Wilson Racing.
It pitches baseball to support his true love.
He does. He does a new race team, and he's a big fan of the drive, and you've done a lot of work with him. He's also got a great collection of cars. He's a really good race car driver, and he's an all-star.
Yeah, and racing can be a huge sinkhole for your money.
It is a sinkhole. I mean, for CJ, it's a lot of money down the drain.
And for those interested, CJ's choice is a Viper.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's
all right. Good stuff. Mike Guy, good to have you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Fun stuff. Final.